right, well socked. That ball is going. That ball is gone. It's a brand new ball game. A 2-run home run for George Valera. In the air to right field, hit pretty high, hit pretty deep. That ball is gone! Ryan Lavacina with a walk-off home run. Naylor lines it to right. That wins the championship for the Rubber Ducks. Bo Naylor, the walk-off hit, and Akron takes it home in 2021.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Future Guardians of the Land podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Sleds. I've got a special guest with me today. He is Guardians prospect, infield, outfield prospect, Richie Palacios. How you doing, Richie?
Thanks for having me, Kev. I'm doing well.
No problem.
To be here again, for sure.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you on. So you've kind of been all over the place. Just got back from the Bahamas.
Yeah, that was an awesome trip. Don't Blink and those guys, I'm wearing the shirt right now. They do an awesome job bringing out all the guys. So it was an awesome trip.
So it's a home run derby?
Yeah, they have a home run derby, and they have a couple other events like a kids clinic that we did, I think one night before the home run derby. So it's been a great experience, and they organized it really well. So
how'd you fare in that? How'd you do?
So I hit 3 out of 8 homers. But we were on a time crunch, so literally only the top 3 guys made it, and they all hit 7 out of 8.
Oh,
so
nice.
It was tough, but I'm not a home run hitter, so
right.
They better beat me out.
I'm sure it was a fun experience, though.
Yeah, for sure it was.
So you started out at high school at Berkeley Carroll, hit 450 as a senior, 4-time All-League. When did you really get into baseball? Like what age?
So I played my whole life. My parents pretty much, my dad played, my uncle played, so I played my whole life. But I would say we got pretty serious like around the age of like 12, 13, like super serious. But we've been traveling since we were kids, going to tournaments and all that. But it got surreal pretty much around the age like 13, 14 when you start getting into high school and trying to get into colleges.
So you ended up at Towson. How was the whole recruiting process there, and how did you end up at Towson? The
recruiting process was pretty tough. I had a lot of schools that were recruiting me, but not a lot of them were offering. Some thought I was too small. Some just probably didn't think I was good enough. So I didn't have the offers of a lot of schools that were recruiting me. And then a couple schools late, right before signing day, started recruiting me, and Towson was one of them. They offered me, and it was a no-doubter because I had the opportunity to play right away. So once I heard that and I heard scholarship, I said, this is definitely where I want to continue my career.
Yeah, you had a pretty good career there, 3 years. First Towson player to be named Colonial Athletic Conference Rookie of the Year. You led the conference. You were second team all-conference and all-team East Region and a .324 average. So a nice career at Towson, which of course led to you being drafted by the Guardians in the 3rd round of the 2018 draft. What was that whole process like? Where were you at? What were you doing that day, and how did that play out?
Yeah, it was a great experience at Towson. I loved it. All the coaches have been so supportive. I still talk to them to this day, players and all that. Those guys have always been there for me as I've been there for them. So it's been an awesome experience there. And then on draft day, I was just chilling at home with my family. I didn't want to have too crazy of a party because, you never know what happens on draft day. So I just had the immediate family here, just waiting on phone calls. And it was a little nerve-wracking, but once I heard my name called, I had a little sigh of relief.
Did everybody go crazy?
Yeah, we did. We hugged it out, and my parents were screaming. So it was a great experience for sure. Never forget it.
That's awesome. And of course, your brother's in the Blue Jays organization, so they got that two of their kids in the major league system. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it is awesome.
All right, so 2018, you joined the Guardians. You hit .361 at 3 different levels. Played really well. And then 2019, you end up with the torn labrum in your shoulder. How did that come about, and how tough was that after such a great start in 2018?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. I mean, I was so excited for 2019 season. It was going to be my first full season to play as a professional player. coming off a hot start in 2018. I was just trying to roll with it and continue that same success. But over time, I guess my labrum was just getting worse and worse, and it eventually was like torn where I needed surgery. So we all felt like surgery was the best option, and we went through it. It did make me miss 2019, but eventually I knew that time would make up for itself, and that's what happened.
And then, of course, comes 2020 and the pandemic, which put you out again. What did you do during that season to rehab your shoulder and to kind of get back in shape and keep yourself sharp?
So for me, the 2020 pandemic helped me a little bit because it gave me a little bit more time to fully get my shoulder to full go. I was probably going to be able to be like full go after a month or so after spring training, but the 2020 season made me like get my shoulder to tip top shape. And I was just pretty much doing all my rehab out in Arizona, and I was taking live BPs and all that stuff, getting at bats as much as possible. So that was like my 2020 season. It wasn't a full season, but I got to do work and I got to develop myself a bit.
Did you have to end up at the alternate site, or did you stay out in Arizona the whole time?
No, I stayed in Arizona the entire time.
Okay. So that's 2 seasons, 2019 with the torn labrum, and then 2020, of course, the minor league season was canceled. So all you do in 2021 is come out and hit 297 at AA and AAA. Don't even miss a beat. What was that like? How did it feel to get back on the field after missing 2 whole seasons and to play as well as you did?
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I was just so excited to be out there and be healthy. Like, just not being able to play for 2 full seasons was like crazy, because in my time I've never missed more than like a couple of weeks or a month of playing baseball. So it was definitely just like me itching to get out there. And once I got out there, just enjoying myself, continue to not take things for granted, and being able to enjoy myself and my team. And that's where I felt like it's helped me in my success this past season, was just enjoying it, knowing that all the work I put in those 2 years was going to come to pass. And so it did.
So you started out 2021 with the Akron Rubber Ducks, and then you got promoted to AAA Columbus Clippers. Was that a big transition for you? Because, I mean, hitting wise, you were pretty equal at both levels. So what was the biggest transition moving up from AA to AAA?
I didn't feel like it was too crazy of a transition. I mean, just guys are a little bit more polished. That's how I feel like all my transition had been. At each level, guys are just a little bit more polished. But for me, I mean, I didn't just play my game, did the exact same thing I did in AA, didn't try to change my approach or change anything because the guys are older or the guys that played in the league. I stuck with the same approach because I knew that's how I've been successful, and I stuck with it. And it made me successful in that AAA season as well.
So speaking of the Rubber Ducks, how nice was it to see some of your former teammates win the Northeastern League Championship?
Yeah, we were watching it every chance we could when they were playing and we weren't in Columbus. So we were cheering them on. We were screaming and shouting at the computer, and we were just trying to get them to secure our ring, baby.
What's crazy is, I mean, besides yourself, you look at all the guys that started the season at Akron and moved up to AAA that they lost, like Oscar Gonzalez, Alex Call, Will Benson, Stephen Kwan. And I know there's a couple pitchers, and then also losing Tyler Freeman to injury early in the season. But then they bring up guys like Xavier Curry, Will Brennan, Brian Rocchio, George Valera, Brian Lavastida, Logan Allen. I mean, it just shows the level of talent that they have from top to bottom in the organization. To lose those guys, but bring up guys and not miss a beat.
Oh yeah, I would definitely say it's a test to how good the organization is at developing players. And yeah, those guys came up and they looked like they belonged there as they did. So we didn't skip a beat. We didn't need to be there. We had the young guys come in and take care of that. But that was pretty awesome to watch those guys come up and be successful so quickly.
How sweet was it to win it on a walk-off too, Bo Naylor?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was awesome.
That's awesome.
So the regular season ends and you get selected to go out to the Arizona Fall League. You played 20 games out there. How was that experience for you?
That was a great experience. It's one thing I wanted to do ever since I got into professional baseball. And yeah, it was an awesome experience getting to play with guys from other teams, build relationships with those guys, play against guys that you played against throughout the whole season. It was just awesome. Getting coached by different coaches than you usually do. It was a lot of fun. We got a lot of good work in. It was pretty small span, but it was definitely a fun experience, and I was glad that I was able to be a part of that.
So how was the competition level out there compared to like AAA?
I mean, the guys are talented. I mean, that's pretty much the top prospects from every league, from every team.
Mm.
So the guys are talented there for sure. Um, and I feel like that's everywhere you go in professional baseball, but definitely there you could see a lot of guys that are pretty much ready to play Major League Baseball.
Okay. Now, position wise, you've been an infielder since high school. You played second base and short at Towson. Played second base all of 2018 with the Guardians organization. And in 2021, you started out at second base, but they moved you to the outfield for some games. How did that transition go? And is this maybe your best path to Cleveland?
Yeah, talking to the team, they felt like my best path would be being able to play multiple positions. In case their guys, they have their guys or whatever it is, someone gets injured and I'm hitting, I can go up in any position. So definitely felt like that would make my path to the big leagues easier, and that's all what I'm looking for, just to get to the big leagues. It doesn't matter what position I'm playing or how I get there. But my job and my plan is to get there and stay there. So whatever it means.
And the other big thing happened this offseason. You were added to the 40-man roster. How cool was that?
That was awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty
Definitely
excited.
awesome. Yeah. So just one step on the way to where we officially want to be.
Yeah, you're definitely knocking on the door. So hopefully we see you up in Cleveland sometime in 2022. Looking forward to it.
Oh yes, I am too.
All right, so we got this little segment called "Getting to Know Your Guardian." I asked some fun questions. We'll run through these. So you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So if you had to play another sport professionally besides baseball, what would it be?
Basketball, easily. Okay, I'm not tall enough, but if I could choose, I'm playing basketball for sure.
What's your favorite team?
I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Are you?
Now that they're in Brooklyn, I wasn't a Nets fan before that when they were in Jersey, but now they're in Brooklyn, so I'm a Nets fan.
That's a good choice. So if you couldn't play professional sports, what occupation would you desire?
I definitely think I would marketing. Marketing has definitely been something I've liked to do since pretty much since high school and college. I would say either that or something with social media.
Okay.
I feel like I'm pretty good at social media, so I feel like social media would have been something I would be as an occupation, just a freelancer, not working at a desk, but just freelance social media. I think would be something I would do if I didn't play baseball.
There you go. What is your favorite game day meal?
I would definitely say spaghetti and chicken cutlet. That's like my go-to. Get the carbs, get the protein, and yeah, pasta. Pasta's my thing.
That sounds good to me. That's my favorite too. So
solid.
How about your favorite takeout?
Favorite takeout. Depends. I'll say I'll go with my favorite like cheat meal takeout. I would just say wings.
Yeah.
Wings. Wings are my go-to, my cheat.
Can't go wrong there. Meal. Favorite flavor?
No, can't. Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper. Sure. That's good one. Good one. All right. How about yes, it is. How about your favorite music genre and favorite group or solo artist?
Definitely say my favorite genre would be hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely say hip hop. Favorite artist, and that's tough. There's so many good ones. I mean, we can't say go wrong with Drake. Like, he's the greatest.
There you go.
So he's been doing it for so long. So I got to rock with him.
All right. So you're getting close to moving up to Cleveland. Do you happen to follow the Browns or the Cavaliers at all?
Yes, I do. I actually got to see the Cavs play while I was in Phoenix. Probably, I think it was like a couple weeks ago. I got to see the Cavs play, and I follow the Browns. I watch them. Tough loss.
Yeah.
The other day.
Definitely. So very tough.
But I mean, it was tough having third string quarterbacks, with all the quarterbacks out. So, but I mean, hopefully, we know when Baker's back and the whole team is healthy, they're going to be really good.
Yeah, they are, and the Cavs are fun to watch this year too. I know COVID's kind of
Yeah.
hitting them right now too, but hopefully,
Yeah, COVID's hitting the whole NBA.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, how was it growing up with your brother Josh? Like, competitive wise, did you guys compete a lot in sports or with each other?
Yeah, we competed a lot and we fought a ton, as all brothers do.
Yeah,
Just trying to figure out who's better at this, who's better at that. But I feel like that has made us develop and actually become better because we're always pushing each other,
right.
and that's definitely helped us in our career.
That's awesome. What is your biggest fear or phobia?
Oh my God, that's funny. And spiders.
Spiders. I had a feeling.
I'm running when I see those. I'm sorry.
Sound like my wife.
I'm running when I see those.
Here's another good one for you. Who's your biggest celebrity crush?
Oh wow, that's good. That's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. We're gonna go. I gotta think about that one. I'm gonna go with like when I was growing up, like in all the movies, we'll go with Eva Mendes.
Oh yeah, that's a good
That
choice.
was my celebrity crush growing up, and she was in all the good movies. So
yeah, good choice for sure. All right, so what do you want to tell all the fans about what to expect from Richie Palacios in 2022?
Well, one thing, I'm gonna just have a great time. I'm gonna be out there. I'm having a great time. I'm gonna keep it loose. I'm gonna work extremely hard. I feel like I work harder than everyone around me. So I know I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna have fun, and I'm gonna bring a lot of energy to the field, on and off the field. So I feel like that's three things that I bring to the table, and I'm excited to do that for Cleveland.
I know they used to call Francisco Lindor Mr. Smile. You could be that new Mr. Smile. I know you're always having fun out there. So.
Yeah, that's definitely what I pride myself on.
So, any big plans for Christmas?
Just hanging with the family, opening little gifts here and there, and just having a good time, spending good family time since we don't get too much since we're always on the road. So
right,
we'll spend some good time together and just chill out.
Cool. All right. Well, I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but I appreciate you coming on. I hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas, safe holiday season. And like I said, hope to see you up in Cleveland in 2022. And I'll make sure I try to get down there for that first home game.
Oh, yeah, you got to, Kev.
For sure.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, Kevin. I appreciate you. Happy holidays to you as well. And we'll stay in touch.
Yeah, stay in touch. I appreciate it.
All right. Perfect.
Everybody have a safe holiday season, and we'll talk to you next Thursday.